All right, we're going to do the countdown, then the intro.
Nope. You just let me drive. I'll get it started.
Okay.
Once the video quits playing, then you just start yakking.
Okay.
Oregon, all the way down here from up by Portland, this cat came down. Put it together for Jason Gish. Catch a catfish from dusk till dawn. Make our own whiskey and our own smoke too. Green flags out, green lights up, here we go.
Okay, hold on. Is the crowd that big in Grants Pass, Oregon? That I saw in there?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm coming to this poll next year then, because that looks freaking awesome. That was amazing. I've never been to a truck and tractor pull in Oregon, but I'm going to figure out a way to do that. So I know I said I was going to hide in the background. Holy crap. I am pumped now.
We used to fill the infield and the grandstands. Wow. It was standing room only.
Wow. All right. I promised I would hide in the background. Take over, guys.
Go ahead, John.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I'll introduce them.
Okay.
Tonight we got Mr. Dan Borba, who is promoting the Grants Pass pool this weekend, and also has been involved with pulling for numerous years, and currently working on some pullers. Also, too, we'll be talking with Dusty Mincy and Sherry. She's off in the background. About his truck, his Country Modified. They just got done redoing date night. So, Chris, go ahead and start in on some questions while Schultz is messing with these pictures.
Oh, yeah, he is. So, Dan, how long have you been involved with pulling?
Hey, stop! You guys can fire me at any time. I'm on a week-to-week contract.
Now we need you, Jason. You need to hang around.
Yeah. So how long?
I've been in pulling since I was about 8 years old. My dad built one of the vehicles you saw there, called the One and Only, 1978, 1979, somewhere in there. I think it was 79 was the first time we took it to the Cow Palace, and was the first show that we did with it.
Nice.
So I was 8 years old at that time, 9 years old almost.
Wow. So, so now you're promoting. So is this your first promotion that you've done so far? Or?
Well, I'm not exactly promoting. This is WGAS and MPS Motorsports, which is used to be, California Super Pole and John Borba presents, and then now it's WGAS, and it's changing to MPS. John is trying to retire, step down, and his daughter Chelsea will be taking over. And so she needs a change of logo, change of name. So MPS Motorsports Production Service is what it'll be. So, nice. But no, this isn't. I've helped John and Chelsea for the last 10 years, 11 years, and this is my third, I believe, year going back up to Grants Pass to do the pool. So the only reason I'm doing it myself is because this is an extremely busy weekend for MPS. John is actually up in Clark County, Washington. He did a show today at 1:00, and I think he's got another show that started at, I think right now, 6:00.
Wow.
And then Chelsea is in Santa Rosa, and she is doing a show there, and I think it's getting ready to start either at 6 or 6:30. So this is a busy weekend, so it takes all three of us to be able to do all the shows.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible. Now, aren't you building some pulling rigs too, or getting some ready?
Well, I am helping out my cousin. Yeah, he decided about 2 years ago he wanted to build a twin engine tractor, and so we're about 3/4 of the way through that. And then we also decided to step into Pro Mod, and we were hoping to have the truck ready for this weekend, but things just didn't work out that way. Didn't get the clutch can till middle of last week, even though I ordered it in February. And then had some issues with the engine. Tried to get it running last week, and we got it running for a little bit, but it had an oil leak issue in it. So just tore it down, and actually I've been working on it for the past couple of hours, getting it back together, and was hopefully going to get it started again tonight. So,
Oh, bummer.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
just helping him out do that. It's mostly all his vehicles, and so, but he wanted to do it, and so I said I'd help him do it.
Right on. So, I asked you before, but nobody else has heard. But so you're going to have Grants Pass this weekend,
Yes,
or next?
sir.
I'm sorry, or this weekend?
It is this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend. Yeah, because next
Friday and Saturday.
they're in Nevada. But so, yeah, Friday and Saturday in Josephine County, which is in Grants Pass, Oregon, and enjoy the trip there. Anybody have any questions for Dan? Please type them in. And then also, Dan, so if you had any vehicle that you would like to pull with or have a seat in, what would it be?
You know, that's I'd take a seat in just about anything. I've driven the 2-wheel drives. Did that. My first pass was when I was 16, right here in Turlock in 1980. What would that be? 84. So 85, somewhere around there. And then
Are you younger than
now
me?
I'm getting excited. We're building that twin engine tractor. I'd love to take a ride in that.
I bet.
It's going to be a thumper. It's going to be a pretty heavy duty twin engine tractor. So, I think that's what would be a fun vehicle to take a pass in.
You got two blown Hemis or Chevrolets?
They're Hemis. Yep.
All right.
This is, brand new, everything from the ground up. So we bought a rolling chassis just so we could get the rear end, the tires, all that kind of stuff. But everything else is all brand new. We threw the frame away, got our own transmission, and building everything new. So
What's it going to be called?
Now, did you get?
Sorry.
right now there is no name for it, and there may not be. So
Oh, no name, huh?
no name. Yep. It's just we'll
Did
let
you
it
guys
stand
go
for
with
itself.
an?
Hopefully it can. But
Did you guys go with an inline system, or did you guys go with side-to-side motors?
we did. So just to give you a little history, my cousin helped us when we did pulling back in the days, and when we used to go up to the Cow Palace, when California Super Pull, John Borba used to do the Cow Palace. There was a couple of years where he brought out everybody from the Midwest and stuff like around that area. So he brought out Banner Brothers, Tim Engler, Ronnie Reed, John Heilman. Gosh, there was Joe Plummer in the 4-wheel drive. There was, there was quite a few. There was Kenny Bushman up out of Canada would come down. Lee Roth.
Yeah, you can go on YouTube and look up California Super Pull, and you can find all kinds of those videos. And
Lee would come down to it. I mean, there was a lot of people would come out to that. And my cousin Jim, he fell in love with Ronnie Reed. He loved that twin engine inline Arius, Ford Arius tractor, and so when he wanted to build a tractor, that's what he wanted. And it was really hard to find a Ford Arius anywhere, so we didn't do that. That was going to be way too hard to get something to run. It wasn't going to be very strong, so we went away from that. But it is inline. It's a wedge frame, and we haven't built the fenders yet, but we don't think we're going to copy like everybody else has the big fenders now. We're probably going to go back to old school fenders and grill on the front. That was
So it'll have the old school.
So.
Yeah, the old school skinny fenders like what like Nightmare used to have.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger than those, but something like that. And the grill like on the front end like those tractors used to have. That's what we went. So we went with the end line. We didn't do side by side. We feel that out here the end lines will work better, but time will tell.
So he likes eating dirt. Then that's why he's going with the skinny fenders.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, well, that's his call. That's his tractor to drive, and hopefully one day I'll be able to get in the seat of it. So, but yeah,
there's just something cool about having a grill up in front.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got an old Farmall grill that he had, and he's recreating it because this one was pretty bad, and get it to scale a little bit better, and trying to make cowling behind the engines too. And possibly put the fuel tank back up there, just like the old Farmall had that tier shape, So that's what we're trying to get done. That's kind of what's holding us up right now. If we can get that stuff done, then then the tractor's pretty much done. It's all the mounts are made, everything's there. Just put the steering wheel in, put the brakes on, mount the sheet metal, and we're good to go.
Nice.
I remember those old Cow Palace days. There was two things that used to rumble through that Cow Palace during the pulls: the vehicles pulling, and then Freddie Costa's voice doing all the announcing.
Yeah,
Costa.
Good old Freddie. Freddie. Actually, we even had Ralph Shaheen announced the pulls out there one time.
From United States
Steve,
wasn't he from United States Hot Rod Association or something? Or Redman TNT?
Redman TNT, and I can't. Who was the old guy that was Steve, gray-haired guy? First name Steve, can't remember his last name.
That was with Steve Sheen. I can't remember. Maybe somebody watching remembers.
Yeah, you know who it is. But Ralph Shaheen was just getting started as an announcer. But yeah, it'd be Freddie Costa. It'd be John Borba on the mic once in a while too. Those were fun days. Those were fun pulls. There was a lot of people came from all around the Midwest, even out of Idaho, Colorado, a lot of that area. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
A lot of
It
travel.
was all part of a series, That was what made it neat too. That's why we got the guys from back east to come out, because we would start in like Lancaster or somewhere around there, and we come up Fresno, do Stockton, Sacramento, and we'd end up over at the Cow Palace. It'd be like 5 or 6 weekends with maybe one weekend off and stuff. And it was a nice little series that was put together.
Yeah.
And culminated in what was called the World Finals at that time. So
yeah, and it was a narrow, short track.
It was probably 40 foot wide, and I think it was 120 foot long.
Yeah, it was super short. I remember that. I remember guys going off the side. I mean, you had to haul the dirt in there, and it was quite the event.
Yep.
Well, tell us a little bit about these pictures here, Dan.
So this was in, I believe, Pulling Power, I believe is what it was in. And it was a photo shoot that we had done. They contacted us and said, hey, we want you to put something together. So we did that. So if you look at the picture up there, that's me on the left. And then it would be my dad, my mom, and my brother, and then a couple of crew chiefs, Rick Marshall and Rick Hayes, that were part of our team at that time. So, but that was, and I'll tell you too. So it says First Glass, and it says Bob Borba was the first with the funny car body, and that's, as best as we can tell, that's 100% true. My dad was a drag race fanatic. He loved drag racing and he loved tractor pulling. My uncle was just getting into doing announcing and starting his own promoting when my dad said, hey, I'm going to combine two sports that I love. I love drag racing, I love funny cars, and I love tractor pulling. And so the very first body was actually a Vega body. So it was a real short wheelbase vehicle, and combined the two of them and went from there, and then it just kept building. So I believe, I don't know, Chris, I know you're a little bit of a historian, but I think it was the very first two-wheel drive.
Could have been.
I could be wrong.
I remember they had dragsters even pulling. He started
Yeah,
some
at one point there were some guys that
came out with dragsters.
came out of sand drag guys and stuff like that would come over and put a hitch on their vehicles
Right.
and do it too. So, but yeah, at one point there was a lot of vehicles all with funny car bodies, and
I remember
different styles of funny car bodies. And,
Fagundes used to pull an altered. I remember that back in the early 90s.
yeah, there were several altereds.
Yeah.
So
There was a lot
I
of
think
them.
Greer Hamilton had that one.
he had a C cab.
And,
Yeah, C-Cab too. Yeah.
and John had temporary Insanity with the funny car body on it for a while.
Right.
Yep. Actually, there's a
Shipman.
picture there. There's a red body car, and that's when John Shipman built his two-wheel drive also. So both bodies, they were exactly the same. Those were Oldsmobile bodies, and we bought them both at the same time and built both those vehicles at the same time.
Oh, that's
That
cool.
right there is that was like the third or fourth car that we had built, and that is actually back at Bowling Green, I believe. We went back east one summer and ran 5 or 6 events back there over a 3-week period.
Huh.
And I believe that's Bowling Green, Ohio, is where that was taken.
Wow.
Somewhere. I don't think it's the Buck. We went to the Buck. We went to New Lebanon, New York. Went to Bowling Green and
That's
somewhere
awesome.
else. And that, if that's Bowling Green, that vehicle there, we were at a serious disadvantage at that time. We had a little 468 871 blower. We were up against a lot of guys that were already building 575s.
Yeah.
And running 12 and 1471s. They were running CPEC tires. We had the Firestone tires.
Yeah.
But I think at that pool, there was 37 or 43, somewhere around that area. That was really close to 40 vehicles, two-wheel drives in that class. And we came out 8th.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, we were shocked. We were shocked. And that woke a lot of people up too about,
Oh, I bet.
how a little motor with Firestone tires could hook that
Yeah.
club. But that was a
Yeah.
fun time.
Yeah, tires are a huge thing these days too, even with the tractors.
Oh yeah.
And there's more than just a couple brands, there's several brands.
Mitas, Nichols, CPEX, Cahill's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Good tires, though. All of them are good tires. It's just, you don't have to cut them anymore like you used to back then. You were probably in charge of doing that, weren't you, to make those Firestones in?
At one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, at one point. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're
We
the youngest guy.
actually we took we for the longest time we ran those tall lugs, that the Firestones came with, and finally one day somebody says, "Look, you keep burning up transmissions and clutches. Why don't you cut all that lug off of it?" And so we did. We ended up buffing all the lug down off of it, and then ended up cutting double bars in them over time.
Yeah.
So I actually made the mistake of offering my services one time to Dave Ramus. Dave Ramus had that same problem, and one of his first tractors that he
Old
built
money pit.
had those long Firestone cleats on it. He had that same problem. And I said, "Hey, I'll do it for you."
Right.
I should have never done that. I think it took me like 3 weeks of working almost, 10 hours a day. It was just forever to buff all those lugs and cut a second bar into them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It takes a long time. Well, we did that in Dusty. You know this, Country Mob, we couldn't run CPEX, so we had to buy the Firestones or the Goodyears, and we have to cut them in, cut an extra groove in them, and get them all, the V pattern and everything. And it was a good 12, 14 hours of tire to get it, close. It's a lot of work.
I still got one brand new set sitting here that came off of Rat Patrol. It's sitting in the barn, still uncut.
I think Dusty.
CPEX?
Yeah.
Okay.
I talked a buddy of mine into grinding some this weekend at the pits.
Oh, nice.
He got to learn how black you can be.
Yeah, and once you start, you can't stop. You got to do it all the way around.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. A lot of work.
So,
the things we do for fun.
But no, we're excited for this weekend. You know, we're getting up early tomorrow. We got about a 6.5, 7 hour drive to get ourselves up there, but we're building this event. This event went away for a few years. It used to be done for years by Dave Matthews, and you know, Dave did monster trucks. We used to go up there pulling ourselves with Dave, and you know, everything went away. And then the fair contacted us a couple years ago, and we ran in and did monster trucks and found out it was a little too tight to do monster trucks. It's pretty skinny of a track in there. The crowd really dug it, but it's not the safest of venues to do monster trucks in with anymore. And so we said, hey, we can bring back some pulling, and we've built it now a couple of years. The crowds kept increasing. Like Jason said there, he goes, is that really the crowd? And Dusty, you can attest to it. I think this year is definitely going to be standing room only both nights.
Oh, I hope so.
It's yeah, you know, we're bringing in a couple of more tractors. We're bringing in a couple of Supermod 4-wheel drives. So I'd like to have had Dustin with his diesel tractor. I contacted him, and he's broke. He can't make it come down, but he can't come down. But otherwise, yeah, I'd you know. So we're trying to build it. We're trying to get more vehicles. I think we're going to be pretty close to 30 vehicles plus any, you know, stocks, anybody that's, you know, shows up with their street vehicles, and we'll get, you know, 15 or so of those, maybe 20. And
yeah, so
right now that's about all we can handle with one sled.
Right. Yeah, you'll be 40, 50 hooks. You'll be.
We got the fair keeps us to a 2-hour show, and so it's pretty tough, you know. But
that makes sense
but
as to why they haven't advertised much.
Yeah, it's you know, we want to get more people out there, but we gotta allow the fair to give us more time. But,
yeah, we used to have 50 plus stock trucks a night. I mean, we had a huge stock show.
Yeah.
But the fair's got concerts that go on. You know, they got a concert tonight. No, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night they got a concert, and then they got stage acts and smaller deals going on in some smaller venues that we can't compete against. They, you know, for noise, obviously, but.
Right.
But yeah. So, but we'll knock that show out in 2 hours. You know, that's one thing I will say about all the guys that do come to that show up there. All the Oregon boys, man, they work hard at putting on a good show up there, and just everybody pitches in, everybody helps, and you know, they understand that, hey, we got to knock it out as soon as the sled starts backing up. You know, the next guy better be fired up, getting ready, and start driving out. That track doesn't need a whole lot of grooming and a whole lot of packing. That's a good thing about that track. But you know, we got to keep it rolling, and we get that show done in, you know, right around 2 hours or less, and so that keeps the fair happy, and actually makes it for a good show too. It's a good quick show.
Right. Yeah, that's a new thing, and everybody wants to keep the pulling to 2 hours and then have a concert afterwards, and it's a good in one aspect, but in another aspect, it's like, God, you're under the gun all the time, you know.
It can get stressful.
Yeah,
it can get very stressful.
Yeah.
Plus, if you have
it's
breakage and stuff, it takes a long time to get people off the track, you know. You know, it just.
Oh yeah, Denny Tucker last year broke the front axle and wadded that tire. You know, the tire ended up snapping off the hub and rolled up under the fender, and you know, taught us a lesson. We need to have a big wrecker out there to lift the truck up and get it out there. So we got a big wrecker the second night. That happened the first night.
Yeah.
Denny got it back together and was able to make it for the second night, but then we had a big wrecker. So now we got another big wrecking truck coming in again this year to grab him and get him off the track quick. But yeah, you know, we do have breakage, obviously, you know, especially a lot of the stock trucks. So we broke a couple of good diesels last year and a lot of drivetrain. So we actually had a guy.
Carnage.
Oh yeah, we had a guy put rods through the block in his diesel pickup. Yeah, I mean, dumped the oil, dumped everything. It was, yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Right on. You got everything you need for equipment, Dan?
Yeah, we finally do, Dusty. It came through luckily at the last minute. The fair found us a ripper to open the ground up with. We had a scraper, we had a tractor, we have a packer. You know, we got that. We got the water truck. One of the pullers is bringing Wade Debrick is bringing his water truck in for us. So. Yeah, so the fair came through and said, "Hey, we got a ripper. We can open up that track and get the moisture down into it." So yeah, we're lucky this year, but I'm going to plan a little bit better for next year.
Well, I got a lot of contacts with the equipment, so just let me know if you need anything.
Oh, great. Yeah, actually, if we had a skip loader that, with some nice, Gannon on the back of it so we can dig down into it and rip it up, it'd be really good. But I think
I'll see
what
what
the fair has can get it down 6-8 inches. It should be fine.
Get a blade there. Get a
Yeah,
blade.
we've got a small blade.
Yeah, get a blade there and rip it up. That way you can level it out and get it good. You can work the water.
Yeah.
and everything.
Well, I'll be
Chris
there.
is always talking
Yeah, we're
about
going to roll in
blades.
tomorrow.
Oh, I love equipment, man.
Yeah, we're going to roll in tomorrow, and then
Rule on equipment.
I'll be there Friday morning. So start building. tracks,
Mary's
get some
got
water
a
on it. So
question.
if you're there,
Yeah, Mary's
Yeah.
got a question for you, Dan.
can we get in the grounds tomorrow? Yeah, you can, Mary. You can park where you guys kind of did last year. That'd be great. Everybody, I know a lot of people are rolling in. I think Gishes are rolling in. If David Vienendahl, if he's got his truck back together, I think they're all going to roll in and just park like you did last year, Mary, just up against the fence. And we got to leave a lane down the middle. But yeah, you're more than welcome to get there as soon as you can. My plan is to hopefully be there by 2:00. So
Nice.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Sorry. Right on, guys. So make sure everybody heads down the Grants Pass for the
Bring the
poll.
banner back.
Yeah.
So a question,
Yep.
real quick. Why do you guys use Rolling Thunder out of Sonora on there? On that flyer?
Rolling Thunder. You know what?
That truck is out of Sonora. I don't think he's even been to
Chelsea-
Grants Pass.
No, it's just an ad that was put together by Chelsea and her media guy.
Yeah.
So it's whatever kind of stock photos she has. But I mean, hey, we got the video there of Gish's truck from last year.
Yeah. I just got to give you shit because I know
I know that the fair has that information.
at least he's a truck from that area. I mean, like
Well, I'll get on to her about that. I'll get some truck. I'll make sure that the ads have trucks that will actually probably be there. We'll have
Yeah.
I mean, like this one.
that's a good thing. Yeah, maybe
Like
that
that
one.
one?
We'll get
Yeah.
Dusty's new truck. We'll get the Purple Beast. We'll get date night out there.
Good. Purple people.
Purple people
people,
here.
Well, there's another name, but I heard he doesn't want that truck called another name, so I won't say it. Somebody else can call it, but I won't say it. But I love you, and I hope you love me, Dusty.
We already have.
Yeah, I figured that was coming. You've
We
been
already
talking
have a
quick.
Barney down here. Yeah. So we have. In fact, we had Barney on last weekend or last.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Yep. So we already have a Barney. So now you're gonna have to be.
And it's a Mopar too.
It's a Mopar too. Yeah. What is it with you Mopar guys in purple?
Well, maybe it's Purple People Eater then.
Yeah. That's.
Plum
Hopefully,
crazy, man. Plum crazy.
you got to be crazy
I'm
to be
crazy.
doing
That was
this.
a truck back in the day.
Yeah, you gotta be crazy to do this exactly, Dusty. You gotta be crazy. Right on, Dan. Thank you for your time and
Hey, actually, you know what, Dan? Too, I was going to ask you is talk a little bit about the Pro Mod because we talked about the
Well-
history on that thing for a while, and
I forgot about the Roman.
yeah,
Well, So, we've tried to keep it kind of under wraps and undercover a little bit, but the word's gotten out, and that's fine. We kind of want to make a big splash about it because we're pretty proud of the vehicle. So my cousin and I, Jim was able to acquire Al Enos's old Foolishness truck, and that truck had been sitting in a barn for pretty much 30 years. And Al kept saying, yeah, it's for sale. And several people have approached him, including my father-in-law. I had approached him a few years back, and he kept saying, yeah, it's for sale. Just make me an offer. And the offer was never good enough. And finally, the offer became good enough where Al was willing to part with it. And he was and he wasn't. The day we went over and picked it up from him, he had a pretty good tear in his eye. He didn't want to see it leave, but he's happy that it's going to be put back together again,
And put on the
all
track.
restored. Gonna be back on the track again. I mean, we're keeping everything as much as we can like it was. I mean, the body, the inside of the cab, all the body, everything's gonna remain just like it was. You know, obviously it had the single bar C-Pex on it, but we had to get new tires.
Yeah.
The hitch wasn't legal by NTPA or anybody's rules, so we had to update the hitch. And so we've changed a couple other things on it. John, I talked to you about the transfer case and the steering on it, and you said, hey, don't use the stock steering, don't use the stock transfer case. So we got an SES, drop box on it now, and
Nice.
a few other things. And thank God we did, because that truck, Al had it for years, and he had a 427, and that 427 was a runner. I mean, it could turn the RPMs, and it was a runner.
Yeah.
But right before he retired out of pulling, he bought all the pieces for a 588 Rodak, and we got that Rodak too. So we got that Rodak all assembled finally. It's been a challenge to get it together. We tried to get it started last weekend and got it running until it had an oil leak issue on it. But I got that hopefully taken care of. As soon as I get done here, I'm going to run back over there and finish running the valves on it, drop the distributor in, and hopefully try to get the thing fired back up again tonight if I can before I leave.
Yeah.
Just so we can get that motor running. It's sitting on an engine stand, but I want to get that sucker running because we're trying to make the next pool we possibly can. And if it's sublimity, it's sublimity, So we're doing what we can to try and make a pool. So
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, so
Yeah, it'd be
it's
nice to see
it's
it.
good to see that. I know, John, you've acquired a few old trucks. There's a few people out there that got some older trucks that are making their comeback again, and I'm glad to see that.
Yeah.
Well, Steely too just bought Fueling Around, and now he's got it coming out pretty soon. So that's
Yeah.
Gunslinger or whatever. But it's nice to see the old
Yeah.
truck
Yeah, a lot of
body styles.
old iron starting to come back around.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
old iron.
Well, it's old bodies. I don't know if it's old iron anymore because we pretty
Yeah,
much have to go through and
yeah,
redo it all. So make it, but at least the nostalgia look will be there, and
Yeah.
the history of the vehicle will be there.
Exactly. No, we don't.
So-
Sorry. Out to Michigan.
No, we're looking to try to branch out. We, as far as MPS and WGAS, we do pretty much everything on the West Coast. We do from San Diego on up to Yakima, Washington, Puyallup, Washington. We've been over in Nevada, so we partner with a couple other pullers, promoters to do other shows, do other truck pulls and stuff. Donnie Fagundes is one of them that we've worked with a few times and has been a big help for us and getting the tractors when we need them, and Michael Lewis getting the 4-wheel drives when we need them and stuff. So we all work together, and
Good.
we try not to stop on each other's toes, and we don't. And we just need more sleds out here because I know there's plenty of vehicles and plenty of venues to do more shows, but we're just lacking on the sleds right now.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. We need one. We
I'd
need
love to
another
do more
sled. that's-
shows.
Yeah, we need another sled that's up more northern.
Right.
More
Yeah.
northern.
Well, you got
And we got the
With Jason
Thane out of
and,
Utah. Thane's going to be in Sublimity this year with his speed sled.
Yep.
So you got him out of Utah,
yeah.
but
Right. Yeah, I talked to Ryan earlier this year. We were trying to put something together in July to go to Bishop, and everything was coming together. And then all of a sudden, the fair called us and said, "Look, we can't do it. They had so much snow and some problems with the weather that they couldn't get the fairgrounds put
Yeah, I
together."
believe
and
it.
stuff. But we're looking to do a show there in October. We're still in contact with the fair to try to
Oh,
go
wow.
out there and do a show out there in October. We're not sure if we're going to do the monster trucks or do a combination of monster trucks and a tractor pull, or if we're just going to do, tractor
Don't-
pull. But yeah, we're looking to do more shows, more venues. If anybody,
Ryan's
Here's a-
watching.
Ryan said he got.
there you go, Ryan.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Good.
we'd love to have you be able to come out here, Ryan. Actually, like I kind of said, if I could put together a series that we could run you for 5 or 6 weeks in a row, You know, I think it'd be a lot more cost effective and well worth your while to come out here and leave your sled out here. So
I'm
that'd
sure you'd
be
be
fun.
down with that. Yeah.
Do something more up Northern California and Oregon and that kind of area, maybe over into Idaho or something. So.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, this year the show in Grants Pass, we're bringing in 2 more tractors. We have Larry Finney's always there, but Gary Seisma is supposed to be coming down, and Leroy Vieira is going to actually go up there with his tractor.
Oh, nice.
And we got Dave Ramsey's going to come up from down here. Dave's going to run up, bring it to Supermod. Trying to think who else is. Rick Thomas is going to have his Supermod there. Just talked to Rick again today. So, hey, Leroy, how's it going? Looking forward to seeing you. So, yeah. So it should be a good time up there. I mean, it'll be a packed house. It'll be a good crowd. It'll be a lot of fun. That's one thing about it. I know, Dusty, you can attest to it. Last year was a lot more fun. We had a lot more trailers, a lot more campers in there, and everybody had a good time on Friday night, a little bit on Saturday night. So
I actually missed the last 2 years. We were down jeeping at the Rubicon. So.
Oh, that's right.
Wasn't your dad out there then?
My dad was there. Yep.
Your dad was there. Okay, that's what I thought. Your
Yep.
dad was there. So your dad.
Yep. The truck was there, but I wasn't.
Yeah. So yeah, we got quite a few country mods. We got quite a few pro mods. I think we're going to have 8 or 9 pro mods. We should have 7 or 8 country mods.
Nice.
We'll have 6, maybe 5 or 6.
Bryce and Mark. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not coming up, Leroy. It's just going to be Bryce and Mark. Okay. Trying to think. Super Street or Super Stock 6000s. So we'll have a good show. We'll have a nice show. I mean, the only thing that limits us kind of right now is parking area for all the pullers. It's going to be tight, so get there early. And then the time crunch that the fair puts on us is about the only other thing. So
I wouldn't be surprised to see a few more country modifieds than that. There's quite a few of them.
Yeah. I've heard of like 6 or 7, for sure. I know that like David Decker says he's bringing 3. So
he's got everything.
So we'll see.
Awesome.
That's what he says. He's been working on it, and then Wade Debrick's coming up, and Jennifer, and
yeah.
We had
So
11
there'll be a
last
few.
weekend, and that was without Deckers and without Wade. So
Nice.
Yeah.
See,
I hope Arlene's doing better. I heard she just had a hip replaced. I hope she's doing good.
Yeah. I've seen the countries, they go down for a few years and they start coming back again. More guys are building them and coming out. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Right on, Dan.
It's getting crazy. All righty, guys. Well, I appreciate it. I need to step off here so I can get back and
Yep. We're gonna get
back
to
to building an engine, putting an engine back together.
Yeah. Good luck on that. Get it running. I like to
I hope. That's my
See if you
plan.
can
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
see if you can get some
See
duck
Friday.
get some duck feathers, maybe.
Well, I'll do something, man. I can't wait to get this thing running and hear it run. I know that Al Enos really wants to hear it run too, so we're pretty excited about trying to get this thing
Absolutely.
together and
Sure.
get it on track. And he spec'd that motor out 30 years ago, never heard it run, so he wants to
Right.
hear it run. So I'm
That'd be
trying my
awesome.
damnedest
Yeah.
to get it done as soon as we can.
Good for you. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that'd be cool.
Thanks, Dan.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Dan.
guys. Have a good evening.
Yeah, you
Good luck
too.
this weekend.
Good luck this weekend. Grants Pass, Oregon,
Thanks,
August.
guys. We'll see you. August
sure.
11th and 12th. Yes, sir.
Yep. Be there.
Yeah.
So, Dusty,
Put the,
Yes, sir.
put the thing. Yep.
tell us about all that work you did on that truck.
Well, in September after Sublimity, we decided that it needed some update.
Yeah.
And then the paint had what looked like chicken pox. And I thought I could sand down a couple layers because I knew it was a couple paint jobs over the top of each other.
Yeah.
And it went clear to the steel. There was pock marks in the steel.
Oh, dang.
And we worked and worked and worked to strip that thing down to bare metal.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, wow. Yeah. And the silver was an equipment paint, and it was good and hard.
Wow. Yeah. And
It
those
ended up being a lot more work than we expected.
and those trucks are made of steel, not the tin, So
Right.
you have a little dent or something. It's a lot of work to get that sucker out.
Yeah, I
Also,
discovered I'm not a
like
body
that Ford
man.
aluminum.
My truck is not aluminum. I had to do the same thing. That thing was, that all
Yeah,
the way
I'd say
down.
it's down to bare metal.
And you left the motor in it and everything, huh? Wow.
Yeah, I didn't feel like pulling it, so probably should have. But
Well, you got it done. That looks awesome.
yeah, I can't take the fumes of painting, and so Sherry and I prepped it all, and my dad came in and shot all the primers and sealers and color and clear. This is his first full paint job.
Oh wow.
So he did a damn good job.
Good deal.
My
Yeah,
mom helps
I
him
would
mix.
say he.
Go ahead, John.
I'd say he got it down pat pretty good.
He did a good job. And you know, we're working in this shop with poor lighting and
Yeah.
and you know, it's not the perfect spot, but we got it done.
You did it in the
Isn't
winter
that how
too?
pool trucks are done? Isn't that
No,
how
we did it
pool
over
trucks
the
are done?
last
Poor
couple
lighting.
weeks. Yes. Well, they pull in the poor lighting too, so when the drunk guy comes out on the
Yeah.
track to look at it, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's just it. As long as it looks good from the stands, we're good. You know.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it perfect. Full truck.
Well, and we did it ourselves. You know, we
Exactly.
don't have 10 grand wrapped up in a paint job that we're going to throw rocks at.
Yeah. Same here. I did
Hey,
it all
you could have been like the duck that had to go through a lot of kerosene or diesel for his heaters to keep it warm enough to paint.
Oh no, it was all electric because I couldn't do kerosene; it'd blow up. But I used I did it in the middle of winter, so I had to keep the garage warm, right?
Yep.
You got to have it 70 and 90. Well, that was fine until I went to spray the clear, and I don't know if you use clear, but clear sprays like a fog.
Yes.
And I started spraying. I couldn't see nothing. I had to open up doors and everything. And then I finally could see what I was doing and got the clear on it. And man, what a fiasco. And it was all by myself.
Well,
you did a beautiful job.
Oh, thanks. But I know where all the imperfections are for sure. But
oh yeah.
The only guy I know that's spraying clear and painting a truck when there's snow all around his house.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably 30 degrees outside, and I was trying to heat up that place, and man, it was a nightmare. But I got it done, and I told Kimmy, God, it isn't perfect. She goes, well, do you want it perfect, or is it a pull truck? And I'm like, it's a pull truck. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna get rocks thrown on it. It's gonna get scratched. It's gonna get, we beat the crap out of these paint jobs. So
Beaten up by a Mopar.
Oh, very rarely, very rarely.
Yeah, we it took me a while to figure out the color. I bounced around between a lot of colors and stuff, and this is actually what I originally wanted in the first place, and I just finally went back to what I wanted.
It looks awesome.
And we're sitting there one night, and Sherry goes, "What are you going to call it?" And I said, "I'm just happy to actually take it to the track. I don't even think about a name right now, And she says, "How about date night? Because that's where all of our date nights are."
That's awesome. That's
Yep.
perfect. Yeah, very cool.
All the more reason to go date night in Nevada.
Yeah.
You can't.
Hey, I know, guys. It's a long ways to travel to do these damn pools, and I totally understand. But we got to give you crap,
Oh,
yeah.
I want to. It's just figuring out the logistics.
Yeah, I know it. That's the way it is for us too.
Yeah, between time off work and fuel.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Not me time off work, but fuel.
Yeah.
Fuel is huge, especially these days. What are you laughing about?
Time off work for you. That's
Nope.
funny.
Not to worry about that. But Kimmy's got to worry. She's got to work. Support my bad habits.
Well, tell us a little bit how you got started into it, Dusty.
Yeah.
About 95 or so, I was running around with Dave Decker, and he said, "Hey, you should get into this. We got to go pulling. And he helped me get my stock truck going, and started doing that for a long time. And then, that's when I was a little bitty kid. My dad had it. I bought it off of him when I was 18.
So what year is that?
That's a 66.
66. Mm-hmm.
That's a good year. It's a year was
I
born.
played.
Yeah, it was a good running truck. It still is. I still have it. And
Nice.
I have a
But,
I have a twin to it.
yes, you do.
You have. It's not your pull.
No.
We had a little circuit. We'd go down to Gold Beach, and then we go up to Myrtle Point and pull up there. And that was the whole crew plus the sled
Wow.
all running down through there. I had at the time we were pulling my stock truck and Rambitious, and
Yeah. Where's that yellow Ford at?
that's my buddy Chris. It'll be here in Grants Pass if they get it running good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He pulls it every so often. He used to run around all over the place with us.
Yeah. Good
And,
deal. I'm glad to hear Decker's got running. That's awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yep, they always bring half the show.
Right. Yeah. 3 trucks, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is what happens when you let somebody else drive the truck and you tell them it's a sold out crowd. Do not lift.
Well, he didn't live.
By God, he didn't lift.
Yeah. Did it hop or anything, or it just
Yeah, it bounced about
Oh.
3 times. You can get away with 1 or 2. And
right?
he jumped out of the truck. He said, "I didn't lift," and I said, "Good."
Yeah. Yep. You found the weak part. Yeah.
Yep, that was my dad. There's a great video on our Ambitious page of that thing. You in cab, you can even hear it.
I was spraying dryline looms. Yeah.
Yep, that's my painter and my mom, his helper.
Your paint room.
Yes.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks
So,
really.
but I got home from a pull one time, and Larry Hyde called me up and he said, "Hey, looks like you need another truck," and so he sold me Rambitious pretty cheap and got me into this country mod thing, and been trying to make it better ever since.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Looks really good. Be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We've it's taken a long time, but we put a new motor in it 4 or 5 years ago, and
Yeah.
that helped out, and we got some new tires on it this year, and
Nice.
my old ones were rotten. We glued them back together with windshield adhesive.
I remember that. Yeah.
I didn't think it'd work, but I had to try something
Yeah.
because the Goodyears weren't getting it done.
No, I never liked the Goodyears. I always went with Firestones back then, but
Yeah.
Hey, and it
that was
also made for a perfect excuse to go camping with us that weekend.
Yes, it did.
yeah.
I got to find the excuse to come
It
down there in
caught-
November now.
It cost me though to buy one of those fire pits. So
That's all right. We got more cool gadgets. We'll bring the trailer down.
oh,
Yep. It sounded really good. You must have put that distributor straightener kit in there.
No, I'm
wow.
still a little.
Oh,
I'm
you're
still a
still
little off.
Oh man, that's the 100 extra horsepower right there. Just straightening that crap.
Well,
I keep
I
on
tell you,
telling
the
you,
ones-
Chris, it's aerodynamics.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, you're half a
In
bubble
line
off.
with the head, so the air flows through.
It's more like you're half a bubble off of level. Yep. Mike Lewis, Grants Pass is a good one.
Yeah, I remember we used to just absolutely fill both sides of that thing. We can't do it now because they got a soccer field on the infield, but and it was standing room only. I mean, you couldn't get another person in there. It seemed like.
That's awesome. That's the way this should be everywhere. Well, Sublimity is kind of that way, you know.
Yeah, it was that type of crowd where you just couldn't find another spot.
Did they have the? I forgot to ask Dan this. Do they have where the fans come down? You can sign hero cards and stuff there.
I'm not sure because I haven't done it the last couple of years.
Oh,
I hope they do because that really gets the crowd into it.
it does. We did that in Idaho, and we'd like to do it around here more, but we'll see what Mike has planned for the show.
Yeah, we do it both nights at Harrisburg, and the people just come out like crazy.
The interaction.
I think
that's
the key.
Go ahead.
The key part to that, I think, is being able to be there and camp there, because most of our events, even with Yerington and Gardnerville, everybody's trying to hurry up and get back to the hotel, get a parking spot, or everybody's trying to hurry up and load up and head home. That's the part that stinks, is everybody's trying to get on the move.
Right.
Yeah, that does help being able to stay there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we started years ago at Sublimity just throwing kids in the truck, and that made a total difference too,
Yeah. Yeah, we do that once in a while too.
Yeah.
Just
It's a little harder now with the fresh paint,
Chris had 6 kids lined up on the weight box at Idaho.
6 kids were sitting on the weight box in Idaho. Yeah, we didn't get a picture of it, dang it, but it was pretty cool. Had to help a couple of them up, but yeah, I found we did do it before the show, Jay. Yeah, that was with Borba too.
Grass Valley, we did it too.
Yeah, Grass Valley did that too. That's right. Yeah,
that'd work good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a couple come out on the track at Harrisburg, and they come running out. They said, "It's our date night. We're without kids. Can we take pictures?" And you're like, "Yeah, go for it."
That's cool.
They posed on each side of the weight box, and then next thing you know, their friends like, "Hey, dip her backwards." So they were dipping each other, or he was dipping her.
Wow.
It was worth every minute of it.
I bet. That's awesome. Cool, guys. So, Dusty, like I asked Dan, if you had any pulling vehicle you would like to drive, what would it be?
Oh, it would have been the old Locomotion, but changed now. I'd say it'd have to be a diesel Pro Mod.
Yeah.
Those things, all that smoke and all that wheel speed, man.
Yeah.
Hair dryer?
Yeah.
Hair dryer. He's halfway to the hair dryer side, with that tow rig.
Well, that's what I was just gonna bring up that picture.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yep.
Oh, that thing has been so much fun.
Yeah, that thing is really nice.
Talk a little bit about
it. Well, it started out, he found the cab and the front clip. I should have sent you some pictures of that, but just on the back of a Mack truck in Beatty, Oregon. And it took him about a year to get to go see it. And we almost had to go put wanted ads up because he lost contact with the seller.
Oh.
And so we finally get to go get it, and we pick it up, and he's got this crazy vision, he's just going to make a daily driver out of it and everything. And then they bought a real fancy steering wheel, and it went uphill from there. The dash is all hydro dipped. The window surrounds are all hydro dipped. We just had the interior done this winter. The guy knocked it out of the park.
Beautiful.
But that's another one. We've done all the work except for the upholstery.
Right. Yeah, I know. And we miss it too. Locomotion was awesome, especially with that Donovan in there. The lope in that Donovan was awesome. It would lope and then almost die. You wouldn't hear nothing, and then it would lope again with Locomotion. And they would play. I remember Al Thomas used to play "Come On, Baby, Let's Do the Locomotion" when I pulled on the track. It was so incredible.
It would lope so hard it would spin the tires the tread with.
Yep. Boom, jump. Yep.
Yeah.
So Sherry, same question. If you had a pull rig you'd like to drive, what would it be?
Oh, I can't do that. I have to rock crawl. I don't pull.
She's afraid she'll like this too much.
Oh, is that it?
Can't afford to.
You drive a Jeep, I would assume that you'd be able to pull.
Oh, I know I would. I'd love it, but we can't afford to. He needs to have this. I just work on it with him.
There you go.
Jason got you covered. Any Jeep.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, there's one country mod that fits Sherry perfectly.
Yeah.
There is one country mod that fits Sherry perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, Gish is there. Hold on.
Whoa. Holy cow.
What's up, guys?
How was the hysterectomy? I mean,
Well, I'm not sure if things will be easier or better now, but they'll be different. That's for sure.
all right. Okay, bud.
Oh, God, what a long day.
I
Well,
bet.
looks like I missed everything.
Pretty much.
All right. Was it good?
Oh, what I was getting ready to say was, what I was
talking.
what I was getting ready to say is there's one country mod out there that would be perfect fitting for Sherry, and that would be Vince's Jeep.
Jeep. Yep.
Oh,
The stretched orange Jeep. I don't know if you ever
Oh,
seen
old
it.
flat fender.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I have seen that one. It's kind of stretched out.
Yeah, it used to be Martin's, Bill Martin's. He built
yeah.
it.
I remember that one. Yeah.
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 But yeah, it's all stretched out Jeep. Yep.
Yeah.
And you sit right over the back rear end. So
Mhm.
it's almost like a two-wheeler, really. But good times. Yeah, we're talking about we said I had a good video of you, Gish, in Grants Pass making a pass.
Yeah. Right on.
Looked like the weight box never transferred, so you were out the gate, you know. So.
Well, it's all about how you pay the freaking sled operator, man. That's all you got to do.
Right.
That's it.
Yep. Yep.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, Dusty. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good.
Do you have any questions for them?
You what?
You have questions for them?
No. I don't even know what you guys have asked.
And that's it.
You guys got it covered, I'm sure. You will be there this weekend, correct?
Yes, we will be
Good.
there.
Fantastic. There you go. There, I asked a question. I fulfilled my hostly duties.
Now, is Jason going to be there?
Yes. Yes, I will. We're actually heading down tomorrow night. We're going to go do the boats tomorrow evening, do the jet boats, go up and have the dinner and all that. That'll be fun.
That's always a good time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So, yeah, I showed them to Kelsey, and she's like, "Oh, that looks so fun!" I'm like, "Yep, it's gonna be fun. We'll sit you up in
Yeah.
the front so you can get all soaking wet when they do the 360s."
Yes.
Nice.
And it'll be hot. So
Yep, good. Right on.
Oof.
Right on.
We're gonna miss you here in Nevada.
I know.
Good. Right on, Ryan.
All right, sounds good. I'm in.
You might make a lot of money in Sublimity.
Right? Yeah.
Tigers are gonna be there.
Yeah, good.
Don't break nothing, Denny.
Yeah, Denny. Yeah.
yeah, that's several times he's done that.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
Last year's was pretty good, but he still hasn't topped it when he set the back end of it on top of the sled.
But yeah.
He tried last year, though. He did a pretty dang good job last year.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have a rough track, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But right on, guys. Anybody else got questions? Questions? I got lots
Well,
of
maybe
questions.
Chris talk a little bit about Yerington coming up, Yerington Gardnerville, since it's your home state.
Yeah.
You know, we can try to talk
Nevada
Dusty into it a little bit more.
The Nevada Swing coming in here. We have Yerington on Friday night in at the Lyon County Fair in Yerington, Nevada, and then Saturday night is the Gardnerville Spectacular. Mike Lewis puts on a good show there. Has a live band and good track, good facility. Got a lot of people, standing only, kids chasing up and down the track. It's just it's a neat event. They have kiddie tractor pull and
Yep.
It's a good event for sure. Both of them are really good events. So
Yeah,
But-
for
I don't
sure.
know if we can get that close to the Rubicon without a Jeep.
Right.
Yerington's a little bit east, so you'll be all right.
We missed it last year. We came off the trail the night you guys were pulling over there. We could have just hopped over there and went
Yeah.
to the trail.
That's right. You
Oh,
texted me.
yeah.
You texted
There you
me.
go.
Says, "Are you guys still going?"
Kimmy says Dusty and Sherry need to make Nevada pulls.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll see what we can do.
Come on down.
Oh,
It's a
Corey.
long haul.
It is a long haul.
It's a
The
long
Hook Country's
it's a
both
long
nights.
haul for us to get up there to Sublimity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but Subliminal's in one place. One place. You come up and you stay for 3 days, not move around for
You get a variety here.
hours and hours on end.
You get a sand track one night, and you get a good DG track the second night.
This is true. This is true.
Totally different tracks.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Kimmy
I
says
haven't
you
got to play on any sand tracks.
Yeah.
They're not fun.
Oh, whatever.
John likes them. He likes
John loves them. Yeah.
tracks. Just disconnect a couple
Yeah.
spark plug wires. You'll be all right.
Gish, whatever. You took it out last year.
And
Yeah,
now-
but Jason Tinsworth had the best run though. He went out and around that hole just perfect. I fell into it.
no hole this year.
Yeah.
Hey, I tried to go around it. I tried to. Go
You
up
knocked
the
all the
stands
signs
and
down,
walk
though.
off the wall.
There was no line, so he just went wherever he wanted to, basically.
He ran over all the distance signs, just ran them all over.
Kids were standing there, had to run out of the way. It was
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
Women and kids were screaming. It was scary. Yeah.
Thought they were getting run over by a ram, sheep, or something.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yep.
Mm.
No, it's definitely a good time on that as Chris calls it, the Nevada swing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
We'll get it. Get your ass down here in Nevada, Brandon Harris. Yeah.
We got Fords to fix, man. Jeez.
Got
That's
fans
the key
down
word.
there.
Key word. Ford's the fix.
Fords to fix. Yeah.
Ford's
Yeah.
the fix.
Yeah.
It hurt a couple last weekend. A couple of my dad's Fords.
That's just bad luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just hurt when you sent me those text messages with those pictures. It's like,
Oh. Tom was brutal. Oof.
When we've all
Man.
been there, it's not fun at all. It's,
No.
it's
No.
How bad did it get Tom's?
bad.
Well, let's put it this way: the intake manifold's good, and the oil pan's good.
That's about it.
Oh,
Everything in between, not so much.
Hurt the head or hurt the block.
Yeah, it dinged up. It jammed onto the valves into the head so far that it's like, man, it's gonna take a lot of welding and fixing to get that head fixed.
Bad.
The block has a big gaping hole in number 1 cylinder, and that piston is kind of spread throughout the engine in pieces.
Push rods are tweaked. Look like
Yeah.
spaghetti.
Yeah,
As a
not
can.
all the push rods are twisted. And yeah, not good. Not good.
What about Dave's?
Sounds like Dave's is just a loose windage tray, and so it so that just got beat up. So now they got to re-weld that and then go through the engine and get it all cleaned up. But so that's good. Dave's is not easily, but it's fixable way beyond Tom's.
Right, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's
so
definitely fixable before 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Dwayne's a busy guy right now, though.
Yeah. I bet he is.
So he needs to quit his day job and just work on our Poland engines.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's-
and the thing is like Urington Fair. I mean, you can almost fit the whole fairway in my shop here.
Yeah.
It's this nice little tiny fair that you go get a bite to eat and you sit down and it packs house every time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Good food, neat little fair too.
even for Friday, they love pulling around there. And stock trucks, like you said, just like up there in Grants Pass, it's just a ton of stock trucks come out.
I remember that in Grants Pass, they used to have to like limit it to, I don't know how many they did, but there was just so many guys coming in off the streets with their trucks. It was pretty cool to see.
it
Well,
was.
About Yarrington, there's no time limit, so they can go
Yeah.
if they want.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about Grants Pass with it being during the fair. They have a pretty tight time limit.
Yeah, they have concert.
Yeah.
Yarrington, they just start playing the concert while the pool's going on.
Really? Yeah, no kidding. They don't care. Yeah.
No, but right on, guys. Yeah,
Yep.
we're looking forward to 2 good weekends of pulling coming up. So
For sure.
no excuse.
Right. Well, and then up here too, we have the Banks barbecue and truck and tractor pull. Not this coming weekend, but the following Saturday and Sunday. And then they have a big combine derby afterwards and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
How many trucks do you think will be there? Probably 8, 9.
Yeah, I think Dan was saying like anywhere from 7 to 8, depending on who shows up and all that. So
Yeah.
But then Mike Roberts usually goes that one too, doesn't he?
yeah, is his truck okay?
I don't know. I haven't heard.
Okay.
I haven't heard from him yet.
Haven't
I
heard.
thought I heard they were going to be at Grants Pass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know they're coming up. So
heard it in Ukiah last weekend though, so we don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mike
at
Roberts.
the end of the run, it was only run on 6 or 7 cylinders and shut it
Yeah.
down. But it did nothing sound like it was banging around or anything. It's almost like he had a plugged nozzle or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So hopefully it was something real small.
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. But yes, they usually come up too.
They'll be Tucker's, Gores.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mike will be there. Bonnie. Sweet.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Nice. Good.
Good,
Well, and
good.
then I think Russell Steely's working on trying to come up there too with his new truck.
Yeah, Gunsmoke. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty sweet. I saw the pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, that's the old feeling around.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We got
I
our
hope he brings
answer.
his own alcohol. I don't have any of that.
Right. Oh, rocker backed off. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That makes sense.
Good. That's Hey, easier fix. Easier fix are good.
Yeah, thank God.
Yep.
It was
Oh, cool.
baked off.
Yes, that worked too. That worked. Hey, that's fine. Don't judge.
Bonnie's gonna kill me next time she sees me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. I'm scared of her, man. She may be half my height, but I'm scared of her.
She's gonna have Abby attack me on that one.
Right.
Yeah. Well, she keeps that 7-foot guy under control, so.
She does very well.
And it all comes in small packages.
Tucker. Well, good luck, you guys up there. Have fun. And,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't
Thank
break.
you.
Don't break.
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you here in
Yeah,
Nevada.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you guys too.
Don't lie.
Dusty, we're gonna talk.
You gotta have a Mopar convention.
What I didn't hear you. Oh, don't repeat it. Don't repeat it, John.
A lot of bag going on.
Yeah.
Sheep talking.
All right, fellas. Well, sorry I missed it today.
Bonnie's awesome.
You did fine. At least you showed up.
Well,
Said
you
hi.
guys stick.
Right.
You guys stick on here for a second. We'll play the go out, and thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. What the heck is he doing?
There
Man,
you
we
go.
got-
John's
we gotta take
technology's
control of
kicking his butt again.
Who's doing
We
it?
got to take control of the duck sometimes. He's sort of
I didn't do
off
nothing.
kilter sometimes. All of his
Yeah.
ducks aren't in a row.
Kimmy made me a drink. So.
So yeah, hold on. We'll play the thing, and we'll be done. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yes.
Are we off?
Nope.
We're still live.
Hold on.